This is the cinnamon bread from yesterday, and this is the second time that I've had this happen with different recipes. And the actual batter doesn't do this until the cinnamon goes in. So I'm not sure why that's happening, but I probably will not do it this way again because every recipe that I try does this. We first tried this with someone else's recipe. I followed the recipe to a T. It did this, which it overflowed also. But then I also have used a recipe that I use for my pumpkin cranberry bread and my chocolate chip. I make a chocolate chip bread. I've made it a ton, and this never happens. I use that same exact recipe for it to see, maybe it was just the batter recipe of the other person's recipe, which I have used the recipe before and never had an issue, so I'm not sure. This has to be a me problem because I've tried multiple recipes, or maybe it's a cinnamon sugar problem. I'm not sure because she has recipes that I've used before that turn out perfect. So, and it had lots of good reviews on it. And then I also used my recipe that I've used for multiple different types of quick bread and just converted it. So I'm not sure what's happening to me. It seems like maybe it's the cinnamon sugar, but maybe y'all know. Maybe it is a me problem. Her recipes are normally good, so I'm not necessarily questioning her recipe, but the fact that the same thing happened with my own recipe that I know for a fact I've converted to multiple things has me a bit puzzled. So anyway, we're gonna eat it. It is completely done in the center, so I'm just not sure. I'm still gonna enjoy it though. It'll still be tasty, it's just not beautiful. Okay, it's probably super noisy in the house. The kids have a show on. They're eating breakfast, and I'm gonna make some coffee. I'm gonna do the little spiced coffee with a little touch of creamer. Nothing fancy, but I got my batteries in my little thing and I want to test it out. I'm just doing cinnamon today. You could do nutmeg, cinnamon, allspice. You can do whatever you want. You could also just do pumpkin pie spice. So you can do a touch. Careful, because that'll whip that into whipped cream. That's pretty neat. That makes that up pretty good. So while I wait on my coffee, yeah, that's really quickly turning into whipped cream. That's interesting. Okay, so that may have been a little bit of a win. You know, I don't like gadgets, so, but for something like this, that's neat, which I drink black coffee most of the time. But this weekend I want to make some peppermint mochas, and so that will come in handy for that if I do it here at home. I thought about going over to my mom's house and using the espresso machine and doing it that way, but I think I may just stick to my regular coffee because that is what I actually prefer. This is how I make my coffee when I'm in a hurry. All of the people who are particular about coffee would probably cry. If they watched, I use this old percolator, and sometimes I'll percolate it. But when I'm in a hurry and I want to just sit down with my coffee, I will just put my coffee grounds on the top, pour hot water over them, and then let it all go to the bottom. I know that's not percolated coffee. I do use this to percolate coffee sometimes, but it takes a while sometimes, or at least longer than I have with children, and so a lot of times this is what I resort to. I don't have another coffee pot, and so I just make it work, and it actually makes a pretty good cup of coffee that way. So I'm very simple. I am not a fancy coffee person. I would like to be. I would like to be the person. I had an espresso machine. We can go out to the coffee shops and it all sounds so fun until I'm doing it. I'm like, I would rather just have my cup of black coffee in my old percolator. And so this is what I've fallen back on. I've tried them all. I buy them and then I get rid of them because it is just not what I like. I just like simple coffee. So I like a strong cup of coffee. Mostly I like it black, which today, like I said, I'm doing the cinnamon. I'm gonna go ahead and do this again. We're just testing things out. Ooh, almost carried away there. Almost overflowed it. That does make it really frothy. A spiced coffee will do. I have all of our Christmas books out here. I have a bunch. I bet you I don't get through all of these for Christmas. I haven't read all of them. I've read some of them. I've read this Jenny Hale book and this Jenny Hale book. These two are really, really good. Anything Jenny Hale is really good. So I got this one going right now by Jenny. And I don't like any kind of really serious books. I like Hallmark style books with not much drama. It's okay, but think Hallmark is really what I like to read. I like simple books. There's enough anxiety with kids and the rest of the world that when I read, I just want something simple. And our Christmas books, we're missing some. I'm not sure exactly where they're at. So as soon as I find them, we will add them to the shelf, and hopefully I can find a few more at a good price. We have two of these. One's Isla's, one's Jack's. They're both going to be up here. I'm going to test out some frozen rolls and see how they do. This is dough that I just rolled and froze, and I want to see how it rises from frozen and bakes up. I'm kind of testing this for myself. So I don't have enough really to fill this pan. I'm going to kind of do it like this and hope for the best. Yes, baby, it's dough. I just made my regular dough up that I share on here all the time, shaped it, and froze it into rolls about how I would do my rolls. And I'm going to put it somewhere warm. I think today I'm going to put it in my oven with the light on and let them rise and just see how it does. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, but here we go. Or Pawpaw decided they were just gonna put it right out in the yard for the chickens, huh?
Yeah, that's weird.
That's silly, ain't it? It's for the chickens to eat. It doesn't look like they've realized that's for them. Thank you. I don't know what that is. Hang on.
They're antis flowers.
Antis flowers?
Yeah. Because they're from Antis Sleemer. Because they're from Antis Sleemer. That why the people call them Antis flowers. Because they're from the Antis place. Antis flower. Hey, babe.
You're so cute.
Hey, babe.
You're so cute. We just got back from a walk down to the new pasture out front. My dad just put up a new sign to mark our driveways off, and so I wanted to go see it. And it was actually really cute. And so these have been rising the whole time. They're a little over risen probably, but I'm going to pop these in the oven at 350, 375 just until they're browned. But they rose up pretty well. Keith took the kids over to his parents' house for a little visit with Grandma and Grandpa, and so that means I am not cooking tonight. And I haven't cooked much today. We had the cinnamon bread for breakfast. We ended up not even eating that last night, so I served it up to the kids for breakfast, and they snacked on it all day. We had a really simple lunch, and then tonight they're eating over there. So I am not cooking. I'm actually going to walk over to my parents' house and eat supper with them. I was really hoping to get that apron done and to get the garlands up on the Christmas tree, and we will see how much more I get done once I come back from over there. I usually can sit over there and chat for a while, so I may not get much done, but that is okay. I still have time, and that is the beauty of all of this, is I don't have to get it all done today. As far as Christmas decorating goes, we decorate throughout the entire season, so nothing is a hurry up and get it done. Yes, we want time to enjoy it being up, but also I don't want to rush through it all, and I really do want the kids to be involved with the decorating. So Keith and I put the lights up on the tree last night, and that is still really pretty. So eventually I will get everything else. Tonight I was going to work on the pearl garland and the ribbons, because trying to do that with children is just difficult, but honestly all of it is. The ornaments are breakable, so that's going to be a whole nother adventure. So I may wait until tomorrow when I have Keith's help with Jack, and Isla and I will put the garlands up, the ribbons, and get started on the ornaments. We'll see. We will see how much we get done. But today we have just snacked. I did some cleaning. I took you along for some sewing, and we got about halfway through the apron. I'm trying to think what else I even got done today. We had coffee together, and honestly, I don't know. I don't know what we did today, but that's okay. Another productive day will come. There's more to come for Christmas festivities. I will be getting out the Christmas decor and slowly getting things decorated with garlands and ribbon and candy canes and whatever else I find to put out. I'm looking for some Christmas bedding. I looked for fall bedding, never found anything that I liked. And I really would like a nice set of flannel sheets for Christmas. Maybe a new comforter, because I accidentally dyed our duvet cover pink. And so it's still usable, but obviously it's not as pretty. So we will see. That is still there for added warmth. But hoping I can find maybe some red Christmas bedding or something pretty for Christmas. If not, we will try again in winter, and we'll see. I don't know. I feel like every season I try, and I just never quite find what I'm looking for. In spring, I have tons of spring and summer bedding. It's so easy because I'm really drawn to like the soft florals and the gingham and all that. And then come fall, winter, Christmas, it is just, I mean, there's prints that I like, but it seems like they're a lot harder to find. More Christmas festivities are coming. That is the fun of Vlogmas, is you get to see it kind of in real time. A lot of times it's one video over the course of a week, and so it may look like I do everything really fast, but everything really is very slow. I never have all of our Christmas decor up. In fact, usually like Christmas Eve and the day before, I'm still putting up Christmas decorations. I love that. I get inspired over the season and put stuff up, and that's really fun. So with that, I'm going to head over and go eat supper, and then I will either be back to finish up, or I will see you tomorrow. We will see where we get. Darla, are you making all kinds of racket? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Turning around looking at me.